Welcome to this valuable seller session. My name is Sean Hart. This is my co-founder, Seth Stevens, and we are the co-founders of Post Purchase Pro. I have to warn you that today's session is a little bit different. Seth and I have absolutely nothing to sell you. In fact, today, the only thing that we're doing is we're sharing our top 31 hacks and seller strategies that you can use to crush it on Amazon in 2022. A couple of bonus hacks, and then we're answering questions about the hacks. That is it. Seth?
Right, so this is going to be the most productive thing that you can be doing for the next 90 minutes. So please focus in. This replay will not be up for long. We are going to delete this, so pay attention, take notes, take screenshots, and really absorb this valuable training. Sean?
Let's start off by saying thank you to our valuable partners who are responsible for bringing you to today's call. So let's start with thanking Philip Jepson of MBS, and then Mike McClary of Amazing.com, Stephen Black at Unstoppable FBA, Carlos Alvarez at Wizards of Ecom. Let's go on and thank David Wu of Panther Group, Travis Ziegler of Profitable Pineapple Ads, Isabella Ritz, we can't forget Isabella at Ritz Momentum, and then Drew Perticezzi at Quick Fast Hurry. Seth?
Definitely. So we also want to thank Laura McCall from Sponsored Profit, Isabella Hamilton from Rank Bell. She says it's ranking with secret shoppers, Costin and Alina from AZ Rank, and Scott Needham at Smart Scout. Let's also thank Don Hennig from AccrueMe, Marcel and Larissa from IntelliRank, Norm Farrar from Lunch with Norm the Beard, and we also have Barack from Forestkit, the digital freight forwarder. Sean?
Let me go on to thank our friend Tim Jordan with Private Label Legion, Justin Cobb at Carbon 6, Seth D. Stevens himself from Post Purchase Pro, along with Howard Ty from Signaletics. We can't ever forget Aaron at Yourtasker, along with Katie, and then Stephen Pope, my Amazon guy, Dima Kubrick with Seller Rise, and then Joe at Seller Locker. Listen up. Because of these amazing partners and these amazing services, you were invited to today's call where we are finally unveiling our top 31 hacks for 2022. I want you to pay attention to your inbox over the next couple weeks, Seth, because these partners are likely to send you some very valuable information and content about what they're doing in the Amazon space. Seth?
Yeah, definitely. So let me tell you, simply by being here with us today, you are setting yourself apart from your competition in a huge way. And most importantly, you will not find anything to buy here. This is 100% safe. But I want to also tell you that the last 3 slides in this presentation are insanely valuable. You will definitely regret not sticking around if you leave early, because we are going to delete this replay because your competition will be all over it, I guarantee it. And remember, like I said, we don't have anything to sell you today. Let's jump right in, Sean.
Wow, that's not very popular. No sales pitch. We have personally launched more than 1,000 private label products of our own. We built 53 brands on Amazon starting in 2014. We've now sold 17 businesses in total. It's amazing, isn't it? Like this business here. This is typical for us, a $3,360,000 exit. But that's not all. Seth and I were able to hit our first $1 million month within just 18 months of starting our Amazon business. And in the process, we both become multimillionaires. But what's the real question? The real question is this: how did we find success where others have struggled? It's simple, Seth. We did it by always having an advantage, right? Have you ever noticed that the strategies that everyone knows about, like Amazon sponsored ads, for example, they keep getting more and more expensive and less effective? It seems that Amazon is squeezing everyone into their ad platform so that they can make more money, Seth. So we need to do something different if we want to get better results, don't we?
Definitely. So here's the thing, Sean. Amazon is changing constantly, so we have to make sure we are always one step ahead. And as sellers, we have to be skating to where the puck is going and not where it's been. Does that make sense? The work is worth it though, because building brands on Amazon can make you rich. But this is not a business where you can just set it and forget it, because most of what worked on Amazon 1 year ago is not what is working today. And that's exactly why we're here today, Sean.
What we're doing today, we're going to share with you how you can get an edge on Amazon and an edge on your competitors right now. We're not sharing old strategies that no longer work, are we? Today, we're going to be showing you only the tactics that are crushing it on Amazon right now. I want you to look at this as a behind the scenes look at strategies that we've shared with other folks in the industry like Jason Fladley, like Norm Farrar, Paul Barron, Travis Ziegler, Stephen Pope, and we can't ever forget Ryan Moran. But what do all these people have in common? They were blown away by the exact tactics that we're sharing with you today. So let's get into the training right now, should we?
Yeah, definitely. Let's go through the agenda really quick. We have 5 major categories, 31 hacks, a few more bonus hacks. The first section is keyword ranking, right? The second section we're going to be talking about is product selection and customer journey. Then we're going to talk about external traffic and how to re-engage your customers after they've already purchased from you, how to scale up your business, and then how to jack up your conversions and make mafia offers. So let's get into the first section here, Sean, keyword ranking.
Well, when it comes to keyword ranking, we're going to break this down into 7 hacks. But first, what is keyword ranking? Keyword ranking means your product showing up in Amazon search results. The first of these hacks is going to be the Google profile hack. We're going to do the external traffic and show you why that's important. We're going to show you how to cross-promote products with other Amazon brands, how to use bytes versus characters in your back-end search terms, a call recording that you and I did, right? Remember, with an executive from Amazon. That's really revealing. Then we're going to show you how you can have your product in editorial recommendations, and ultimately within keyword ranking, we're going to show you how to find competitors' hidden keywords. So without further ado, Seth, let's introduce Google Brand Profile. Why should you care about this? Because Google will rank your profile in Google search immediately so that you can gain traffic back to your Amazon listing and store. This is instant free traffic from Google. Google prefers to rank Google profiles, of course, so this hack gets you instant credibility for SEO. How do we do it? Create a Google brand profile. You're going to get your address verified, add your brand name and images, link to your Google Amazon listing. This is all we're doing. Just go to Google your business and go click the link here that says add your business to Google. You're going to fill out a couple of simple forms like business name, business category, but here's where it gets really cool. You can upload images of your products and then add links and URLs directly back to your Amazon listing and store. Just like our Google profile listing for Post Purchase Pro, it shows our hours of operation and things like that. This is what it looks like if you get this right. When we go to Google and we search for Pizza Stone, we're shown this page of results. You can see that the one here that's kind of highlighted because we've already clicked it is an Amazon product. This URL set takes you directly to this product listing on Amazon. It's remarkable. So the benefits to using this hack is free external traffic. You'll soon find out why that's so important. Higher page rankings, instant Google SEO, a safe place to gather reviews for your business, Google Analytics data. We love Google Analytics data, don't we, Seth?
Definitely. So the reason why I love this so much is because it's so simple to generate free external traffic, and it makes total sense, doesn't it, Sean? Google is preferring to show their own properties. They prefer to show a YouTube video in search high up in the search results, if you've noticed that. So all you have to do is fill out your Google profile, and then all of a sudden your listing starts showing up in search results on Google. And we're getting ready to show you why that is so powerful, because it's external traffic from a clean source, Sean.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about external traffic.
Let's jump right into that. This one has me really excited. So we jump right into keyword ranking, external traffic. So why is this so important? Well, Amazon gives you way more weight when you have clean external traffic hitting your listings. And here's the most important part: whether it converts or not. So that means, Sean, that the traffic that you send, as long as it's from a clean source that's external to Amazon and it hits your listing, it doesn't even have to create a sale. Amazon rewards listings that attract new high-quality traffic. Amazon knows the value of each one of their customers, and Amazon wants us on their platform shopping, right? And ranking is the high-value currency that Amazon rewards attractive listings with. And Amazon pays us with pays us for external traffic with ranking. So looks like we lost an image here, but what we're trying to show you are some examples of what external traffic would look like. It would look like, the traffic we just talked about, generating it from Google. Or how about an SMS text blast? Or how about an email marketing? Or how about a Facebook ad or YouTube ad? Any traffic that does not originate on Amazon itself and can land on your listing will create more keyword ranking for you, even if it doesn't result in a sale. This is one of the best ways to rank your keywords today. You're also going to generate more Amazon love. And what is Amazon love, Sean? It is increased organic ranking. Amazon will actually do their own internal retargeting ads for you. Amazon will actually do their own internal email marketing for you when you can drive your own traffic. So basically, if you drive your own traffic, Amazon will drive traffic for you in a big way. This also allows you to nurture your customers more and build your brand. And then we're also going to show you that this is not something that we just made up. We actually have an Amazon executive repeating what we're telling you verbatim, that this is how Amazon rewards traffic. Sean?
It's amazing. When we discovered this, it was almost an accident, wasn't it? What we discovered was by sending good quality traffic back to our Amazon listing, even if we weren't making conversions, we were getting an immediate page boost in ranking for our search terms, right? Amazon, like Seth said, is rewarding you with the most valuable currency that they can. Cost them nothing, but it's valuable for us, and that is page ranking. This is super, super beneficial. I can't wait to share the recording with the algorithm executive for Amazon. Can you? So continuing along the path with keyword ranking, we're going to talk about this hack, cross-promoting other brands. Why? What this is about teaming up with non-competing products and brands on Amazon to promote each other to a clean and valuable buyer's list. This gets you exposure to other sellers' lists that you're not competing with, so that you can gain market share without competing. You can orchestrate what we call a cross-promotion, right? And then offer a small discount if you want to add more pressure to get more conversions on your offer. How do we do that? What you're going to do is team up with other sellers within your network. And many of you may say, well, I don't have a network. So go look for Facebook groups, influencer networks, and list managers. In fact, you can even go to meetup.com and find Amazon seller or e-commerce seller groups within your community or a few miles away. This is huge when you're cross-promoting with other brands. The benefits of using this hack is that many Amazon sellers have lists of their customers just sitting there they're not doing anything with. You can show them how to turn that dead asset of a customer list that they're sitting on into real cash. You'll have a warm transfer of trust for higher conversions, because let's face it, if I tell everyone that you're great, it means a lot more than if you say you're great yourself, right? Yep. This is increased keyword rankings for you and more of that ever so sought after Amazon love through external traffic, right, Seth?
Definitely. So the reason why I like this so much, Sean, is because the Amazon industry is so unique. Amazon sellers are very giving. They want to support each other. And a lot of Amazon sellers know other Amazon sellers, whether they've met them in person or they're hanging out with them online. And think about this. If you and I, Sean, are serving a similar customer, but we're not competing, and I can send my customers to buy your product, and you can send your customers to buy my product, we both win. And we win in an even bigger way because it's external traffic. And so as we go along, Sean, we're going to be giving you examples of how we've done this in our business. And it doesn't have to be in the same industry, actually, Sean. So we actually did this with a protein company, and we were selling pillows. We drove traffic to their protein, and they sent their protein customers to buy our pillows, and it works beautifully. So go out there and find somebody to team up with. All right, so let's move on to bytes versus characters. So why should you care? You can gain more organic ranking by maxing out the search term fields for your listings, because Amazon limits the amount of bytes, not characters, in your search term fields. And that sounds very almost weak, right? But it's actually a big deal, because Amazon measures bytes, not characters, which gives you about 20% more space to add keywords into your search term fields. This allows you to input the maximum amount of relevant keywords into your listing for organic ranking. So you're going to gain more organic ranking or traffic almost immediately. How do we do this? When you're looking at the search terms that you have inputted into your search term fields in the back end of your listings, go make sure that you're not counting the spaces. It's a 249 byte limit. So include your most important keywords. Don't use punctuation, only use spaces in between your keywords. Don't duplicate your keywords, and don't use any of the keywords that are already in your title. That is just redundant. You don't need to have those in there. All right, here's what it looks like. Like I said, spaces don't count as bytes, so you can fit more keywords. As you can see, here's an excerpt. You can see that Amazon specifically does not count spaces as bytes. So go to your search term fields on all of your listings right now, grab the character count, remove all the spaces, and add in the rest of the 249 byte limit. So here's the benefits. You're going to get increased organic keyword ranking by fully utilizing your search terms field. You're going to get more search terms for more traffic. You're going to be able to outrank your competitors and add about 20% more keywords in most cases. And Sean, I don't know about you, but a 20% gain in a lot of businesses can be pretty massive.
20% gain is instrumental in the success of a lot of businesses. I couldn't imagine if we had that overnight. What I love about this, Seth, is that it's so simple, but the results are profound, right? A lot of people don't know about this, and frankly, I'm angry with us for not knowing this for so many years. We just found out about this within the last few months, and the results have been remarkable. Every time we share it, people are putting it to work, and then you're able to just imagine if you can get a 20% edge on your competitors. It's crazy. This is so simple. You should do this immediately when you get done watching this call. So this is one of my favorite hacks that I want to share with you. I don't know if it's a hack, but it is kind of cool that we recorded this conversation with someone who used to work in the A9 algorithm, now known as the A10 algorithm. A high-ranking employee admits to Seth and I that high-quality traffic is preferred and rewarded by Amazon's algorithm. Now, of course, we had to modify this gentleman's voice to keep his identity hidden, but we're going to move the microphone over close to the speaker so that you can try to hear this. If you need to, rewind and listen to it again, but I'm going to try to paraphrase that with my bullets so you can kind of get an idea of what the guy's saying, Seth. So let's go ahead and put the mic over here.
All right.
We'll get this started. Here we go.
We can't quantify it, but maybe you can help us. What we've seen is just the fact of sending high quality traffic that's already been proven to the Amazon algorithm to be a consumer.
Index is way higher on A9.
Thank you. And I can't prove it.
Your assumption, I mean, I can't prove it with you anymore, but I could have proven it to you about 14 months ago. So basically, Amazon's algorithm weights it out, or if you're sending direct traffic from your own website or from email marketing lists, that actually is significant to them because they're saying you're going to sale and pushing it in. And if it's bouncing from clean URLs as well, or paid traffic providers, Amazon also gives you an outweighted score against their A9 algorithm for that.
And what we see, what we assume is that if this traffic has a high rate of conversion in the past, like me, I shop exclusively on Amazon because I'm too lazy to leave the house. I'm worth more than some guy who just got paid to click.
There's a quality of traffic score, and they also basically go through and track each individual user. So, and usually there's patterns of behavior established over time where that person will buy a number of one brand, leave an outsized percentage of reviews, go to another brand, do the same, another brand, do the same. So there's a number of mechanisms they have to identify individual customer accounts as garbage traffic and weighting the impact of those customers making decisions, in addition to the things that customers don't see, like where's the traffic coming from, and what's the reputation from that source and previous benefit to Amazon as a company. So it's very complex, but your assumptions are absolutely correct, Sean.
Yeah. I mean, we see it happen. Even without conversions, it's just like, oh, wow, we just got a good shot in the arm here, so we assume that's what it's coming from.
No, you're not reading tea leaves, you're reading binary truths.
Well, good.
That's
So obviously, it's a little bit garbled. We had to protect the gentleman's identity. But what we found, Seth, is that this is the ultimate way to win because Amazon's rewarding us for that external traffic. I told you earlier that you would soon understand how important that really is. Amazon knows and tracks all of the data from their customers' previous interactions. We get keyword ranking without sales. That's amazing, isn't it? High quality external traffic is rewarded without sales. We're not reading tea leaves. What you're reading is binary truth, is exactly what the gentleman said. This means traffic, if it's high quality, meaning past customers who already shop on Amazon, who have been shown historically to make purchases from Facebook, Google, YouTube, email, SMS. It's way better than sponsored ads, especially when the traffic is made up of real Amazon shoppers. So customer re-engagement marketing like email is one of the most powerful marketing tools that we can use, isn't it, Seth?
Yeah, it definitely is. And so one of the things to highlight there in that A9, A10 call with that executive, he was saying that the quality of the traffic and the source that it generates from matters so much. So if you run a sponsored ad on Amazon and you drive 1,000 clicks, well, that is not equivalent to sending 1,000 people to your listing from an email or 1,000 people from a Google ad. What he's saying is that Amazon knows that when somebody lands on a listing, they know if they've purchased before, they know if they're a Prime member, they know if it's a spam click from a foreign country, they know all of that. And what they're gonna do is reward real customers for hitting your listing. So if you can capture your customers and then send them from an external source to Amazon, Amazon rewards you with better keyword ranking, regardless if they make an actual purchase. So this is amazing, Sean. I love it. And we're gonna get into more of this in a moment. All right, so let's jump into the next keyword ranking topic here. We're gonna talk about editorial recommendations. So why should you care about this? Well, this is a massive, massive search term presence. And it's also a third-party authority recommending your product. So this social proof creates a lot of more sales. We're gonna show you exactly how this looks in a minute. This is the ultimate social proof that you can get inside of Amazon search term results because it's from a third party and it looks like a credible source is recommending your product, which it actually is. These are embedded into Amazon search results where you get bigger placement, more Amazon real estate, and you're gonna get more clicks. Obviously, with a bigger placement and a recommendation, it's gonna have higher click-throughs, more traffic, and a lot more sales. This is going to be a key way you can stand out from your competitors. So how do you do it? You can use a tool like sellerrocket.io. All they do is they connect brands just like you to digital publishers that are getting published on Amazon. Here's what it looks like. So imagine you're scrolling through the search results as a customer wanting to buy whey protein, and then you see that the top pick from this editorial recommendation is this product. How would you possibly keep scrolling when this is the top pick recommended by a third-party trusted resource? This is really, really high valuable real estate. So this is what sellerrocket.io looks like. And then here's a couple more examples of what these editorial placements look like. They can connect you with a publisher to make this happen. It's really, really simple, but the results are huge. So let's jump into the benefits here, Sean. This is gonna force shoppers to notice you over your competitors. Obviously, you're gonna generate more sales, increase your keyword ranking, and then you can use these placements in your social media and in your other marketing. So take a screenshot of an editorial recommendation recommending your product as a top pick, and then you can use that on social media, use it in your email marketing. You can use it so many places. I love this one, Sean.
Well, I love this too, Seth, and I'll tell you why. A lot of us are lazy, and so we'll just follow the crowd. Instead of trying to do our own research and make a decision what product is best suited for us, it's nice to see that someone else has already voted on that product. So the editorial recommendations is a trusted source. When you see this, you feel better about making the purchase, and this allows you to avoid making mistakes by doing your own research. That's why it's so powerful. So finally, the last hack under our keyword ranking part of this, keyword ranking, remember your product showing up in Amazon search results, is how to find competitors' hidden keywords. This is a legitimate technical hack, so this is gonna blow your mind. Why should you care? Because you can now know exactly how to compete with the biggest sellers that are already in your category without having to make a guess at it. You can actually spy into the back end of your competitor's listing and see how they filled their listings out, including the search term fields. Now, wouldn't you like to be able to look over my shoulder in my Seller Central account and see what I'm putting in the search fields that I'm beating you with? This is what this hack will do for you. You can see which keywords your competitive listings are trying to rank for. You can find where your competitors are making sales where you're not and increase your search traffic for unknown keywords. Now, one of the key benefits to this is by using the correct keywords, you're able to lower your ad spend budget by targeting high quality hidden keywords. How do we do it? This URL. Check out this unique URL structure, sellercentral.amazon.com. Go ahead and screenshot this, and I'm going to give you another chance later. But obviously, we're going to replace all the X's in this URL with the ASIN. Here's the important part, though, Seth. In order for this hack to work, you have to first already be logged into your Seller Central account, because if you're not, you're going to get an error. So log into your Seller Central account, okay, and then put this URL structure in the browser, and then replace all these X's with your ASIN if you want to test it out, and more specifically, your competitor's ASIN. Now, once you do this, the page is going to display a bunch of mumbo jumbo looking results. Once you see that page, Seth, just do a search or a find command on the page for these words, either quote generic underscore keywords, or you can also search for search terms and see which keywords your competitors are targeted in their listing. This is crazy, isn't it? You'll then see highlights of all the secret keywords and tons of other useful data from other listing fields. This is what it looks like. When you use this hack, all of the search terms are going to be highlighted. You can make a list of those and then use those to compete against your competitors. They won't even see it coming, right? This is what happens if we want to do a little keyword analysis on this pizza cutter. So we use this hack, we get an entire screen of mumbo jumbo, like I said, but all we're doing is searching for generic keywords, make a list of those, and then implement those into your listing. The other thing that we know now is that we can squeeze more keywords because it's bytes, not characters, right? Here are the key benefits to this, Seth. This hack allows you to dominate your market more easily, spend less on ads by ranking organically for the most important keywords, gain more search traffic, more profit with less ad money spent. Who doesn't love that, right? These tactics will help your business in a huge way. I can promise you this. I know you have a lot of questions. What I want you to do with your questions is save those, and we're going to tell you actually how to get those questions answered when we finish today's call. Seth?
Yeah, so just a few highlights of the hack that you just shared, Sean. So basically, think about if you've ever had a competitor and you're like, where are their sales coming from? I'm running an analysis on their listings. I can see that they're making tons of sales. Well, they could be doing external traffic marketing, but they could also be doing marketing within Amazon for different keywords than you know about that you haven't discovered yet. So if you can peer inside the back of all of your competitors' listing and see how they filled out their listings, because if you look at that mumbo jumbo, as Sean would call it, you can actually see all the fields and how they filled them out when they built their listing. So it's amazing. It's an actual hack. You can hack your way right into the back of the listing and check out your competitors. That's spying on your competitors, Sean, if I've ever seen it. All right, so let's move on to our next section of hacks when we're going to be talking about product selection and customer journey. So we have several things to talk about here. We're going to be talking about customer journey, our brand line, how to target the who, not the what, how do we avoid Amazon brands, how do we find opportunities that are off of Amazon. First and foremost, Sean, let's jump into customer journey. Why is this important? Well, each customer is on his own journey and will follow his own specific path to his own fulfillment, right? And it's our job to be the go-to resource to complete that journey. Most of us do not build brands this way, so pay attention. When our brand is built around a person, not a product, then there are obvious opportunities that emerge. When we can position our brand as the go-to resource for a customer's journey, then building our business is much easier because you always want to be thinking about the person and not the product. You want to build relationships along the journey, not just transactions. I know it doesn't really make sense yet, but we're going to explain exactly what this means. So how do we do this? Think about your product in the sense of obvious steps or milestones for your customer. Build your brand around the journey that they're on and not the product. You add products to your line that the same person would also buy. So you got to ask yourself, what journey is my customer on? What is the obvious next purchase on his journey after my product? And then what are his goals with my product? And then you can also ask the question, what is the logical previous step that he should be taking before he bought my product?
Switch that around on me.
I did. So if you think about journeys as a path that somebody's walking in their life, like somebody who just started a fitness journey, they are on a completely different journey once they've started a fitness journey in their life than they were before. They have completely different things going on. When your customer is on her journey, you are likely only one step on that journey right now, but being a brand means that you are partnering with your customer on her journey, hopefully becoming the go-to resource for scratching her every itch along this journey. So if someone starts a fitness journey, Sean, they've probably never joined a gym before. They probably need to purchase different clothes. They need a water bottle now to take to the gym. They need smoothie blends to drink. They need a smartwatch to track everything. They need a blender. They need a jump rope. They need a weighted hula hoop. They need running shoes. They need resistance bands. They need dumbbells. Now, if you build your product line like that, you're serving the customer along that one journey. So the benefits are, oh, let's get through this. Come on. So Sean, anything to add on somebody starting a journey?
Yeah, for sure. The reason we highlighted the weighted hula hoop, because you and I used to sell a weighted hula hoop, but we did not take advantage of the entire brand or the customer journey like we should have. So we really sold ourselves short there. That's why I highlighted that in red. I thought you would pick up on it, but obviously you didn't. What are the benefits of the customer journey?
Yeah, definitely. So each additional product launch will be way easier when you have an audience built in, because you know that your customers that you've already served are willing to buy the next product. So in an upcoming hack, we'll show you how to capture your customers' emails so you can build a real audience that loves your brand. And you're building a real relationship with your customers, because if you do that, your brand is way more valuable. You get to stay focused on your next move instead of always looking for new markets. So don't create traffic, Sean. You just want to step in front of the traffic that's already there.
I've actually heard you say that so many times. It's one of my favorite quotes. It makes you look a little smarter than you really are. Don't create your own traffic. The traffic's already there. All you need to do is step in and siphon off a portion of that, right? And that's what the journey is all about. So continuing on the customer journey with product selection, let's talk now about brand line and why you should be doing this. Because building a brand, it's about dominating a niche and serving the same person over and over in different ways. Because the deeper you can go into a niche, the stronger your position can be. So stop looking for new niches and focus on the success that you've already had. A brand built on a customer journey becomes a straight line, right? You're not flying off to Pluto or worse, Uranus. Think about the brands that you identify with and how they make us feel when we engage, like Apple, Nike, Lululemon, Coca-Cola, I have one right here, Subway, and things like that. That's what we're talking about here. So how do we take advantage of this hack of brand line? Stay in your niche, Seth. Don't make me niche slap you. I love that when Alex said that, didn't you? Speak to one type of customer and really connect emotionally with them instead of just selling random products. What we want to do here is avoid the shiny object syndrome and go deep into that relationship. You want to become the trusted partner in the space so that you can create loyalty and trust. Continue down the straight line without deviation. We always like to say the grass looks greener on the other side of the fence, and maybe it does, but you have to be careful, Seth, because that grass may be fertilized with bull, you know what. Focus on your own brand and your own niche. Now, the benefits for this are pretty obvious. You're going to create a list of raving fans who gladly buy from your next launch. Are you going to buy the next iPhone when it comes out? I think you are. How about the next? Oh, you had Under Armour on earlier. I don't know what those are. Loyalty and referrals. If I like your product, guess what? I'm going to make sure my friends like your product and they're going to know about it. We're creating profitable relationships by successfully serving more people and hopefully changing lives. This will get you a higher exit valuation as well, meaning more money in your pocket at the end of the day. And that's why we're here, isn't it, Seth?
Definitely. So if you think about the most profitable businesses in the world, they are businesses where the customers come back and re-engage time and time again. Apple doesn't sell me one iPhone, they sell me the one that they have now and then the one that they make later. Nike doesn't sell me one pair of shoes, they sell me shoes forever, right? So if you think about what you're able to do with your brand, it's not spend money on sponsored ads and then tomorrow have to spend the same amount of money to acquire the same amount of customers. You should be building those relationships every single day so those transactions become customers and those customers can come back and you can develop that relationship with them and they can buy from you over and over and over again. So Sean, let's move on to the next section here. It's talking about the who, not the what. And it's in the same vein that we've been talking about. While most sellers are focused on what they sell to create transactions, we focus on who we are serving to create relationships, because relationships are more meaningful and they're more profitable. Let me show you. Ezra Firestone says, serve others unselfishly and profit. You love that, I know. So you want to try to get laser focused on your perfect avatar. In other words, your perfect customer. Who is your perfect customer? And you have to be genuinely interested in her needs and wants. And build your business around serving her, not around you and not around the latest product. So how do you do this? You have to know what type of language your perfect customer speaks. This isn't about English versus Spanish or something like that. This is about what industry jargon, what what is my customer interested in? What hobbies are they pursuing? What language do they speak when they talk to each other? So like I like the example of somebody who's really into golf, knows all about the golf swing, the perfect golf swing, all this equipment. I know nothing about it. So if I try to step into that conversation, I will look really silly and they won't trust me, right? So that's what most sellers are in the position of. They're not an expert in their field. You have to know what excites your perfect customer, what motivates them. And so to do this, you need to get involved. You can get involved in Facebook groups and follow people in your niche on different social media. You have to learn what's going on. You can search for hobbies that they're interested in to see the who behind the what. You can look for the passionate who, not the hot product that's going to fizzle out. You have to know exactly where your target avatar is hanging out, how to reach her, and where she is headed. Like we said earlier, you want to skate to where the puck is going and not where it's been. All right, let's see if we can get this to advance here. So, Sean, anything to add here on who, not what?
You know, I love this, Seth, because whenever we focused on the who and not the product, because the business, the value in the business is really about the customer that we serve. It's never about the product. And whenever we've deviated from that theory, we've always come back to it because it makes each additional launch ongoing easier and easier as you build that customer brand loyalty and that customer list. So if you're answering those next obvious questions that I'm already asking myself, guess what? You and I are aligned. We get to line your pockets with more and more profits because I'm happy with you as a consumer, and I get to line my closet with more and more sneakers or pizza cutters or whatever the newfangled product is that you're selling, right? That's why I love what Ezra says, serve others unselfishly and then profit, not the other way around. So you want to tell about the adjustable pillow or should we move on?
Well, let me just add like one little thought here. So if you imagine your brand launching a new product, and let's imagine you're selling fitness products as well, but you haven't really cared about the who, and you didn't build a list of customers that are engaged with your brand. Now imagine that scenario where you launch your new product versus Under Armour or Nike or Rogue Fitness, some of the brands out there that really have connected with their customers. They built their own customer list. When they launch a new product, they have such an easy time. And that's what we should be shooting for, is building a list of the who that really care about us and we really care about them. And then our business is so much easier, Sean. So let's get into the benefits here. You'll save so much time by knowing who you're serving because it establishes your plan, right? Your product selection becomes easier. Your launches become 100 times easier, not let alone 100% easier, right? Your customers will sing your praises because your brand actually connects with them, and you're going to benefit from multiple exposures to your brand. Your business will be way, way more valuable, Sean.
Like I said, and I'd like to echo again, when you focus on the who, not the what, just like we said earlier, you focus on building out the brand along that perfect line that your customer's already on, then everything else just falls into place. You know, when we first began and we started launching 350 products over a 10-week or a 10-month period in 2015, we weren't focused at all. We were just throwing mud at the wall. Thankfully, a lot of it stuck and we learned a lot of lessons. That's what we're bringing to you here. So the next item or hack is called avoiding Amazon brands, all right? And what do I mean by that? When building a business on Amazon, you're gonna have a very difficult time if you go head-to-head competing with Amazon because they own the traffic and control it. So don't compete where the competition is the toughest. Instead, you wanna look for easier setups where no one is focused. Choosing to compete with Amazon is like choosing to shoot a basketball from half court when you should have just chosen to shoot a layup. Amazon is understandably selfish when it comes to their traffic. So how do we avoid this? It's actually pretty simple. You can identify Amazon's hundreds of brands. Most people are aware of Amazon Basics, Seth, but actually Amazon has over 150 brands. So you can avoid that if you can identify those brands so that you can choose to compete where it's easier to compete, right? Or maybe there's no competition, hopefully, if we're lucky. You can use this simple and free Chrome extension to find where Amazon is dominating markets with their own brand. Are you ready? It's called Amazon Brand Detector. Pretty cool, right? You have to use the Chrome browser on your computer, obviously, but go to the Chrome extension store and download Amazon Brand Detector. It's free, all right? It's just getting started, but check it out. When you're running this Amazon Brand Detector, all of Amazon's owned brands become highlighted in your search results. It's a no-brainer, all right? You're not throwing darts and praying. You're actually avoiding all these competitive scenarios where Amazon has the means and the inclination to beat you, right? So here are the benefits. Save money, time, and headaches by avoiding costly wars with Amazon. You can lower the hurdle to your success. Why make it hard, right? Choose to make your success easier by avoiding the toughest competition and grow faster. Seth?
Yeah, if you've ever read the Everything Store, the story about Amazon, you know how brutal Amazon can be as a competitor. You don't want to compete against them. So if you are selling a product and you find yourself in a niche where Amazon's all over it and you didn't know that, well, what you can do is find a pocket where they're not. So for instance, Sean, you mentioned the pillow earlier. We used to sell shredded memory foam bamboo pillows. Well, we didn't go after search terms like pillow and memory foam pillow because there were too many big brands in there that were dominating that space. And now I'm imagining Amazon's there too. We actually stayed in our lane, stayed where we had an opportunity, and we just stuck to the search term bamboo pillow, and we made about $300,000 a month, which was good enough for us. So let's jump into the next topic here. So this has been a real key driver for us over the years, Sean, is finding opportunity off of Amazon and then serving all that opportunity on Amazon. So why would you want to do this? Well, if everybody's looking in the same place with the same goal and you're just the same as all the other sellers that have taken the same course, then you're likely trying to sell the same product using the same strategies. And it's like squeezing an elephant through a keyhole, as you like to say. So many of our biggest winning products and brands started from an opportunity that we identified off of Amazon. So you want to find unique opportunities outside of where others are looking. You can't just run the latest software that everyone else is using and study the data harder because everybody's already studied the data harder. You have to go where people aren't. So see what customers are buying on other platforms or in other places and then tap into those products and sell those on Amazon. You're going to look for obvious winning products with good demand that's not being served well on Amazon yet. And we're going to show you a little hack here about how to get the Walmart bestsellers list every single month, where you can see hot products on Walmart that may or may not be being served on Amazon. So how do we do this? There are all kinds of places that you can find opportunity off of Amazon. We've done this in a lot of places like trade shows. You found the weighted hula hoop at the trade show. We found the pillow at the state fair. All kinds of physical in-person events. You can see demand with your eyes and then serve it on Amazon. But we know that a lot of you guys are wanting to stay at home, so we're going to give you a digital version to give you a head start. So you can tap into the top 20 sellers, the top 20 best-selling products, correction there, in each category on Walmart every single month. You can look for opportunities in your same niche for continuity to add to your brand line. We're going to show you how to get these reports every single month. You can see right here the top 20 products on Walmart. It may or may not be served on Amazon yet. So it's a huge opportunity. So obviously everyone would like to have a peek inside of what's going on in other markets. So then they can see if they want to add a good opportunity to their brand line, Sean.
Right. So in short order, we're going to show folks how they can gain access to this very valuable data in this report 100% free, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the benefits then of looking for product opportunities outside of Amazon?
Yeah, the benefits are launch the products that people are already buying. They're just not able to buy them on Amazon because sellers aren't serving them there yet. You can avoid competing with other sellers and, like what we've been able to do, be one of the first sellers on Amazon to bring a product to the Amazon platform. You can stay on top of the newest trends. You can scale faster. And just like I told you, we were one of the first sellers to bring bamboo pillows, weighted hula hoops, low profile treadmills, Sean, and a bunch of other products to Amazon, and that gave us a huge advantage. But we didn't start there. We identified the demand off of Amazon, and then we served those customers that were already looking on Amazon for those products, but there was just no option. So we stepped in and developed a brand around those products. Sean?
Definitely. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm sure that you can see yourself doing this stuff, right? I know I can. I know you have a lot of questions. Seth and I will answer your questions, but it's important that we keep moving through these strategies and these 31 hacks for you. When we finish, we're going to tell folks exactly how they can get all their questions answered, right? So let's jump into the next category, Seth. This is one of my personal favorites, obviously. It's post-purchase marketing. There are 3 hacks that we're going to jump into and do and unpack within post-purchase marketing. That's going to be building a customer list, nurturing a relationship, and finally, profiting from communications. So when it comes to building the customer list, a lot of people are confused. They say, isn't it impossible to gather your customers' information from Amazon? Well, it's impossible to get it from Amazon, but if your customer wants to willingly opt in to give you his or her contact information, well, that's a totally different story. The most valuable asset of any business is a customer list. A real business does not even exist, Seth, if it doesn't have a customer list, right? Most of the time, when we've sold businesses, 65% or more of the business's value was directly allocated to the customer list, or what some call the book of business, because the customers trade their dollars for your value. Think about how little value a business would really have without customers. Right. Most Amazon sellers, though, they're serving one single customer if they're not doing this right, and that one customer is Amazon. Amazon creates transactions, but you don't gain a customer. So you are only gaining a share of the profit from that transaction. So how do we go about building a customer list? Great question. You're going to first need to give your Amazon customers a really good reason to share their contact information. Example, giving them a ton of value. This is always about the customer and what's in it for them. This can never be about you, the seller. We use what we call an attention-getting marketing device. I'm going to show you an example in just a second. We make a simple but compelling promise of value. You do this, I'll give you that. An opt-in is, of course, required for delivery of that value, and we don't use any trickery here. Check out this. This is what I mean, Seth, when I talk about an attention-getting marketing insert. And I know you like to soapbox about this, so let's hear your take on this.
Oh, yes, I do. Because I've talked to so many sellers over the years, and the problem always comes down to when we talk about building a customer list, they say, yes, I have an insert. And I say, do you have anybody opting in? And of course it's no. And then we get to looking at what they're actually providing on their insert, and it doesn't make sense from the customer's perspective. A lot of newer entrepreneurs forget that they have to put themselves in the shoes of their customer. So for instance, if you're buying a $9 pizza cutter, most likely you don't want a warranty. And you're not going to be very motivated to come back and get 10% off your next pizza cutter either. You have to provide something of tremendous value. So you have to ask yourself, Sean, what is it that I can include with my product that would get my customers' attention and then be valuable enough to cause them to want to act, to come and engage with me off of Amazon?
Exactly. I love that. Thank you for spelling that out. Now, although you can do a fancy attention-getting marketing device like the one you're seeing on your screen here, and I'm going to show you where to get those later if you want to know, or you can do something simple like this. Seth, you and I have used this simple stop sticker on our products for many years, and it's very, very effective, isn't it? It basically says, here's what you get, claim your exclusive whatever, fill in the blank, VIP club, extended warranty, coupon code, whatever fits for your product. And by scanning the QR code, your customer gets swept away to your landing page where you explain the offer, tell them what they're going to get, and ask for something in return. And that is an email address and most likely sometimes a phone number, right? So the benefits of creating a customer list is that you can finally control the future of your business. You can drive outside traffic on Amazon anytime you want, and you'll have a much more valuable business. You notice how we always come back to that? You can launch your products very quickly. This alone, Seth, has represented 41 cents on every dollar that we've ever sold. This is within terms of service, meaning it's not against the rules. When you do this from a place of adding value to your customer and not review or keyword ranking manipulation, this is legal and you're not going to get any flack over it. This means simply make sure you're not incentivizing reviews, that's a no-no, or using super URLs to manipulate keyword ranking. Amazon doesn't like that. This stuff is amazing, isn't it? And I know that you have questions. Please hold off on that. We're going to show you exactly how to get all those answered coming up. Seth, let's jump into the next category of scaling up, shall we?
Yeah, definitely. So actually, just to comment on the insert, I know some of you have been asking, do you have like the template for the highest converting insert or anything like that? And that's just not how it works. You have to think about your product, your customer, and you have to customize it to what would be tremendously valuable for them. Sean, you can't just apply a warranty to every product. You can't apply a VIP club to every product. It's not going to work. So I'll give you one example before we jump into scaling up. When we were selling our bamboo pillow, it was highly condensed, highly compressed, and it looked like it was going to blow up in your face. Remember that? And so the stop sign sticker was really important. We put that sticker right on the outside of the package, and what it said is the most important. It said, do not open this pillow without seeing these important instructions. Well, if you have something that looks like a bomb getting ready to blow up in your face, of course you're gonna go see the instructions. They were really, really useful. They actually provided value. We had 88% of our customers opt in, but that sticker will not work on a pizza cutter, will it, Sean? So let's get into scaling up. All right, so we're going to be talking about 5 different topics here in scaling up. Number 1 is creative cloning. We're going to teach you some Spanish tricks. We're going to show you how to drive a lot of traffic with affiliate marketers, not sellers. We're going to show you the honeymoon hack and how to increase your inventory restock limits. So first and foremost, let's jump into one of my favorites because we've made so much money with it, Sean. It's called creative cloning. So why is this important? Well, if you think about it, when you double your shelf space on Amazon, or what we call Amazon real estate, your sales will double or more. What if you were selling your product in the physical store, Walmart, and you could just double your shelf space? You'd make way more money, right? So same applies. Simply cloning your listing on Amazon is one of the fastest ways to grow your front end sales in most cases. You're going to clone yourself to eliminate your competition by pushing other listings down out of the customer's view. You're going to niche down with each listing because that dramatically increases your keyword ranking and your conversion rate, and we'll show you exactly what I mean. You're going to speak to that perfect customer that we were just talking about. The biggest brands in the world do this all of the time. Think about Tylenol in this example. So if you look at all of these different Tylenol packages, they're speaking to different customers. It says Tylenol Extra Strength for headache, Tylenol Rapid Release for fast pain relief and fever, right? Tylenol Extra Strength for adult headache, muscle pain, and fever. But look at the ingredients. It's all 500 milligrams of acetaminophen. So it's all the exact same product, but they're packaging it so it serves a specific type of customer. Because, Sean, if you walked into a drugstore and you had a headache and you're looking at Tylenol Extra Strength or Tylenol Headache, you're going to buy headache.
Every time.
Tylenol gets to have more shelf space and take up more mind space in the customer's mind, but then also they get to sell more because they're treating different problems. But the real gem in all this is that Tylenol is selling them the exact same product, and we're going to show you how we do this on Amazon. So what you're going to do is you're going to find smaller niches within your niche. You're going to relabel some of your existing inventory. Yes, it's going to be the same brand. Yes, it's going to be the exact same packaging. All you're going to do is use a new UPC and you're going to relabel some of your inventory. Then you're going to change the listing. I mean, you're going to actually create a brand new listing with a different title, different images, so you're speaking to one specific niche within your niche. An example is, if I'm selling a pizza cutter, if I clone my listing, I could sell to a New York style pizza cutter. I could sell a Chicago style pizza cutter. I could sell marine grade style, RV friendly, restaurant grade pizza cutter, right? That is speaking to different types of customers, but it also allows me to take up more and more of those spaces on Amazon. So let's say that you're selling dog leashes and things are going well. You have a great business, you're feeling pretty good, and you're ranked for dog leash. But what if your customer is searching for a leash for her German Shepherd? Well, which one would she buy? Do you think she'd buy the $9.99 leash for 10 bucks? Or would she buy this dog leash for $15.99? That's obviously a good fit for her German Shepherd. The latter speaks specifically to her and what she is trying to solve in her life. She needs a leash that she knows will restrain her German Shepherd, and it eliminates the need for further research. She can just be lazy and purchase the leash that she knows will work well for her dog, even though it's $6 more. How would you like to add $6 in pure profit to your product, Sean? This allows you to create more shelf space with niche positioning, Sean.
You know what? This is one of my favorites. And like you said, this alone has earned us more additional revenue than any other hack. And it's not necessarily a hack, but it's a very, very important strategy when it comes to building out your brand line. So think about this, Seth. Tylenol has to change their packaging, right, to appeal to a different customer. Yep. We don't change our packaging. We change our listing. The listing is equivalent to Tylenol's packaging here. The listing, you get to say what you want to say. You get to call out the person or the breed that you want to call out. So when you do this, you maybe have a Yorkie dog leash, a Collie dog leash. You can position this for a Pit Bull, a Golden Retriever, a Black Lab, or any other dog. The sky is the limit here. What are the benefits of actually putting this to work, Seth?
Right. So we talked about how much money post-purchase marketing has made us on the back end, but this is the fastest way we've ever increased our front-end sales. This one concept or strategy has 10x'd many of our brands. It also is the fastest way that you can create more revenue in your business because you don't have to go out there and find a new product, develop it with the manufacturer, wait on it to ship. You can literally take the inventory that you already have, relabel it, and create brand new revenue. Because if you think about it, Sean, every single space in the search term results is valuable. It is generating revenue. You are going to create more sales if you take up more of those spaces. When you have multiple listings in search, you're likely going to capture more market share. And you're going to have increased margins too because you have less competition, so you can be more, you can price more aggressively. You can use the exact same inventory with the same brand. All you need to do is resticker it with a new UPC. Yes, this is within TOS because you're the brand owner. So I like to talk about, you know, everybody gets so nervous when you talk about this because it seems so simple. I can just clone my listing and make more money. Well, it has to be against TOS. Well, if you think about it, when Nike sends a new shoe to FBA, Amazon doesn't open up the box and look at it and say, hey, this looks like the Air Force One you launched back in whenever it was, right? No, all they do is say, oh, looks like Nike launched a new shoe. Let me scan the new UPC code, check it in inventory, and off they go making sales. It's the same for you. You're the brand owner. You get to decide what's a new product and what's not. And yes, technically you will be competing with yourself, but if you weren't capturing those sales, your competitors would. So would you rather be positioned number 1 for search terms and that's it? Or would you rather be number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5? You know, if you had all of those positions that you'd make a lot more money, Sean.
I agree with you. And you know, the way I like to spell this out, Seth, let's say that you're selling pizza cutters, just to stick with the same theme. If there are only 1,000 pizza cutters being sold on Amazon every day, and you're getting 100 of those orders, call it 10%. Would it be fair to say that if you had another listing that was also capturing 10% of the orders, 100 pizza cutters, would you double your business?
Exactly.
That's simple math. And the more you do this, the more market share that you capture. Yes, it's legal. Yes, you have to do this. This is the easiest win that you're ever going to find. This has always been my favorite hack, Seth. There's another way that we can use scaling up and specifically creative cloning, and that is using Spanish in our listings. There are over 41 million native Spanish-speaking Americans in the United States. Most Amazon products in the U.S. are targeting English speakers like you and I, but there's a large population all over the U.S. that speak Spanish as their native language. You can clone your listing. Instead of appealing to a different type of headache or ailment or a different kind of dog breed or a different pizza cutter, you can target and translate your listing to appeal to those who speak Spanish as a primary language. This will capture more sales. You'll have very little competition right now because so few sellers are catering to the Spanish-speaking Americans, right? How do we do this? It's simple. You'll do the exact same process that you did with regular creative cloning, except for the last hack, but this time you're going to build a listing with Spanish text instead of English. If I search a word in Spanish, because maybe I don't speak English, guess what's going to show up? Your listing, right? Also, with some research, you might find that your Spanish-speaking customers are even motivated differently than your English-speaking customers, so you can then change your photos to better position your product. I love this. The benefits here are obvious as well. About 12% of the U.S. speak Spanish as their native language, and very few sellers are catering to this large market, so the opportunity here is huge. You can easily tap into this by cloning your listing and relabeling your inventory with a different UPC. I love this, Seth.
Right, so if you go to Amazon right now and you type in, or you go to Google first and translate your product's name into Spanish, and then take that Spanish word and plug it into Amazon, I'm almost certain that you will not find any results. No one is paying attention to 12% of the United States. That's crazy. So you'll have hardly any competition. All you have to do, like we said, is clone your listing, use a new UPC, and build your entire listing with Spanish text, and you're gonna make a lot more money. I love it, Sean. So let's go into scaling up, and we're going to be talking about affiliate marketers here. So why should we care about this? Well, these marketers are really powerful. There's millions of them, millions of affiliate marketers sending traffic to Amazon right now, and some are referring traffic to your product niche already, but they're not sending it to you most likely. The first time we partnered with affiliate sellers, we sold an extra $20,000 worth of product in one single day. All you're gonna do is simply partner with these already successful Amazon affiliates and get them to send traffic to your products by rewarding them for it. If an affiliate is already selling pizza cutters, all you have to do is get them to push your pizza cutter. And I'm going to show you with this quick hack how to identify these affiliates that are sending traffic to your competition. Sean, you want to go through this?
You know what? I love this, Seth. We know that affiliate marketers are out there. We know that they're driven by revenue, but we just don't know how to find them. So this quick hack is going to show you how to do that. All you're going to do is do a Google search for this exact URL structure, or not URL, this exact search term. It's going to be amzn.to, the plus sign, and then fill in your product type, maybe a pizza cutter. Google will then show you all of the pages from affiliate marketers that have been indexed that are selling Amazon products and pushing traffic for your product type. This is amazing. You can reach out to these affiliates, just offer them a really good reason to push your pizza cutter instead of the one that they're already pushing, or maybe even add it to their line. What we've done in the past is offered to match their commission that they're getting from Amazon. So, for example, if they're selling 100 units of your product on Amazon, let's assume their affiliate commission may be 5%. That's fair. So you would simply reach out and have them send you a report proving that they generated those extra 100 sales for you, and then send them 5% of the sales as a reward. So Seth, if I come to you with a Mafia offer and say, hey, do you want to double your income? How can you say no to that, right? This is like setting your ACoS at 5%, Seth, for your sponsored ads, but it's even better because it's external traffic and we know how valuable that is, right? Let me show you what this looks like. Simply go to Google, and for this example, we use Pizza Cutter. And I want you to screenshot this or pull out your phone and take a picture so you won't forget. amzn.to plus Pizza Cutter, and here are the page results. You can see that we have a couple of Pizza Cutter affiliate sites. This clever $18 or $13 tool makes perfect pizza slices in just one cut. This is a perfect example, Seth, of an affiliate site that's pushing pizza cutters back to Amazon to earn that affiliate commission. The benefits here are this. You can tap into massive buyer traffic that's already there. Like you always say, don't create traffic, just step in front of the traffic that already exists, right? Save time looking for influencers and affiliate marketers. You can shorten your launch time and increase your profitability. Gain external traffic that you don't have to pay for until after a sale is created and you've already received the money. This is insane. You can gain organic keyword ranking and develop relationships with affiliates that can help you launch new products. I love this, Seth.
Yeah, we've been doing this since 2014, like I said, and we were blown away by how powerful this is because these affiliate marketers have spent a lot of time creating their own audiences, right? And what they're doing is they're driving external traffic to Amazon every single day. It's just not landing on your listings. So when we figured out this hack, I think you said Tim shared it with you, that we can easily identify who the affiliate marketers are for our products. It makes it a no-brainer because just like you said, when you reach out to an affiliate marketer and you say, hey, I'll double your commission every time you send a sale to my listing, who would not want to do that? You know, affiliate marketers are driven by revenue. That's how they get paid. So it makes a ton of sense. This is really, really simple and a great way if you're thinking about driving external traffic to get started. All right, let's get into scaling up. This is going to be called the honeymoon hack. Why do you care? Well, this is going to allow you to take advantage of the extra love that Amazon gives you when a brand new listing is created, and you can reset this anytime you want. There's a honeymoon period on Amazon. It's almost like a grace period when a new listing goes live. Amazon allows you to rank your product much easier during this period. So if you've ever noticed that when you create a brand new listing and you do a launch, it's like, wow, that was really easy. And then if you run out of stock, you're like, why can't I get this product to rank like I did? And it's because of this effect. So if you want to force Amazon's love and reset your listing with a new ASIN, we're going to show you how to do it. So if your product is struggling and you have inventory, all you're going to do is delete the listing with a flat file, upload that listing again with the flat file, call Amazon support to merge the listings, and then your old ASIN will be allocating the inventory to the new ASIN. This will reset the honeymoon period and you get a brand new ASIN to start over again. This is a perfect scenario to use in the situation that I described. You've picked out a new product, you've launched it, it went better than you expected, and you stocked out. And then what happens is you spend the next 6 months or a year trying to get that success back that you had. And so many people are like, I don't know why it was so easy and now it's so hard. And it's because of this. So if you're sitting there with no reviews, because this will most likely delete your reviews, so it can only be used in certain situations, but you can reset this period and just jump right back into this honeymoon period. So the benefits are boosting your sales with new traffic, forcing Amazon's attention, save you money because you're not going to be rebating. You're just forcing Amazon to pay attention to your listing. And you can use this for a variety of things like liquidating slow moving stock. If you have stock that's hard to move, relaunching an old product after a stock out, tons of different places to use this, Sean.
Yeah, definitely, Seth. You know, whenever I hear somebody talk about this, it confuses me just a little bit. But you said it yourself. When you launch a new product, assuming it's a great product and the market already exists, it automatically starts growing. It is, for lack of better terms, it's a honeymoon period. It's the dating period between you and Amazon. Amazon's sort of testing you out to see what you're made of, to see if your product resonates with its audience, and giving you the benefit of the doubt in the beginning. Right. That's why it becomes a little bit more difficult as we move on. So here's the other hack inside of our scaling up segment here, or category. It's called increased inventory restock limit. Now, Seth, when it comes to increasing inventory restock limits, this is why it's important, because whenever you're scaling, Amazon doesn't typically allow you to have enough inventory capacity to support your launch or your promo, do they? Has Amazon ever made your life harder by limiting your inventory capacity? I know they have. I was there. This is a huge problem for most sellers trying to scale. This hack will allow you to get your limits increased. You can gain an edge over competitors who are using 3PL, I should say, warehouses for this. You can maintain the Amazon Prime badge, Seth, because when you lose that, when you stock out, you lose a lot, don't you? Here's how to use this hack. Simply send an email. I know it's not cool, but all you have to do is email multichannelsales@amazon.com and just show them your long-term plans for growth. Talk about any promotions that you might have coming up and mention that you're doing external marketing and the past results from that marketing or what you hope to achieve from your future external marketing. What you want to do is project your next 120 days in sales. We all know what this terrifying screen looks like, right? You're right in the middle of a launch and all of a sudden you stock out and then you have to start over again. That's not good, is it? Here are the benefits. No downtime during launch. No need to do the same work over and over. You can save money because you're not paying for a third-party warehouse. You can allow your inventory to keep up with your sales. The worst thing in the world, Seth, for a business, especially an Amazon business, is to stock out of a highly ranked product that's selling well. Because when this happens, you not only lose sales and profits, but you also lose your keyword ranking, which a lot of times is really hard to recapture, if not impossible. This stuff is great, right? I love it, and I know you have a lot of questions. Seth and I will show you exactly how to get every single question answered as soon as we finish today. Seth, let's jump into the next segment of today's 31 hacks revealed, and this is known as conversions and mafia offers.
Definitely. So let's jump right into this next segment. When we're talking about conversion and mafia offers, what we're talking about is how do you create an offer that's so good your customers can't refuse it. And what we're going to be talking about are a few different topics here. The first one is adding pressure. Testing different images and how to optimize your images for conversions. How do you do price testing? And then we're going to show you the unique ways to create virtual bundles with special links. We're going to show you how to use animated GIFs in your listings. And then lastly, we're going to show you how to get the new release badge anytime you want it, Sean. So first and foremost, let's jump into adding pressure. What does this mean and why should you care? Well, when you add enough buying pressure or adding value, in this case, to your offer and to your listing, then you'll convert way more and rank way faster. What we want to do is create what we call a mafia offer. And when we can do this, this completely changes our entire business. A mafia offer is an offer that is so good that your customers can't refuse it. And most Amazon sellers think that their offer is only made better by lowering their price. But this is the worst way to make your offer better. You want to add more value than your competitors, which then creates higher conversions, which Amazon rewards with better keyword ranking and therefore a lot more sales. And I'm going to show you the best way to add value to your offer on your listing right now. So how do we do this? What we're going to do is add more value to your offer with OPP. Now you're asking yourself, what is OPP? It is other people's products. What we're going to do is we're going to choose an amazing free giveaway that makes sense as a complimentary item for your product. And we're going to give it away for free. Affiliate networks actually allow us to give away products that are valuable, but we can give them away for free. And we can add those free bonuses as more value to our Amazon listing. And the best part is you actually get paid by the affiliates for doing this. Your customer gets a better deal. You build a customer list. We're going to show you how to capture your customer's name and email address. And I just wanted to point out here, Sean, that a good way to get started, because the first questions a lot of sellers have is, how can I go out there and find products that make sense for me? Well, the best place to start is an aggregator of affiliate sites. It's called offervault.com. That's OFFERVAULT.com. You're going to be able to find a lot of free products. Anything to add there, Sean?
No, I think this is one of the most profound ways that sellers can use to set themselves apart. It's not exactly simple to implement, but once you understand the process of adding pressure, like you said, by creating an offer that your customer can't refuse, what you're doing is adding so much value that it becomes such a discrepancy that they cannot say no. It's not magic, Seth. This is good old-fashioned marketing principles. What we're doing is coupling your offer on Amazon with a few bonus products that you don't have to fulfill and you don't have to support. When a customer compares a pizza roller or a pizza cutter like the one you see here compared to a cutter for $12.99, or you can buy the one for $5.99 that comes with a free pizza. Now, would you agree that this is an offer that's so good, you would almost feel silly choosing the $12.99 pizza cutter? Because what we can do is pair this with a real live offer. This is a legitimate offer from an affiliate network that allows us to offer a redemption code to our pizza cutter customers where they can go to Domino's and get a free pizza. The best part, Seth, not only does this allow you to increase your prices and conversions at the same time, which is almost unheard of, they actually pay you $3 for giving away a free pizza. Who wouldn't say yes to this versus the one without the free pizza, Seth?
Yeah, so imagine those two offers. You're scrolling through Amazon search results and you're looking for a pizza cutter. You can buy one for $13 with just the pizza cutter, or you can get the exact same cutter with a free pizza for $6. And you as the seller, you get to give away the pizza and secretly make $3 in pure profit affiliate commissions, and you get to capture that customer's name and you get to get their email as well, because they're gonna come and claim that free pizza from you after they've received your pizza cutter from Amazon. So it's a win-win-win. Let's jump into the benefits here. You're going to be able to provide more value than your competitors can because you're not paying for it. You're going to get paid for giving away someone else's product, which is insane. You're going to build a list of your own, your real customers' email and phone numbers, which is going to give you higher page rank, more sales, higher profits. You're going to work less with less time. You're going to have higher conversions. And overall, you're going to spend way less money on PPC because your listings convert at such a high rate. Imagine those two scenarios. Which listing is going to convert better? The $6 listing with a free pizza or a $13 listing with no extra value? Sean?
Well, don't forget to mention, Seth, that this also allows you to create a situation where you can get that new release or best new release, hottest new release badge, which is super important for adding not only more pressure, but also gaining more attention to your listing. Because we know if we can't capture your attention, the chances of getting a click-through are slim, right? And if we don't get a click-through, we know we're not going to get a conversion. So take a look at this, and remember, all we're doing is adding so much pressure, making the offer so good that they can't refuse, they can't refuse it. Sorry. How long we've been doing this now? This is about the fourth take of this exact same content, so I apologize for that. I'm losing my voice a little bit and losing some energy here, Seth. So the other part about this part of conversions of Mafia offers, we want to talk about images again for the fourth time today. Why should you care? Because your image is the first impression that buyers have with your product. This is one of the most important features to your listing. One element that you must absolutely get right every single time is your images, especially, Seth, your main image. This is the image that's displayed in search results. Now, since your customer can't actually hold the product until they receive it, you need good images. If an image is optimized for the most attention, you're going to spike that click-through rate. If a buyer doesn't click the listing, Seth, you know you're never going to get the conversion, right? At the end of the day, one of the fastest ways to increase sales is to have highly optimized images. One of the easiest ways to do that is to use a company like AMZ1step.com. Reach out to AMZ One Step, and we don't get any referral fees or affiliate commissions for this. We're only telling you about this because it's super important. Have them audit your listing and quote you on rendering new images like this one. This is an amazing image that we grabbed straight from the website of AMZ1step.com. What this image is, it's not a photo, rather it's a computerized rendering that shows more detail about the product and lifestyle of the product so that you understand as a consumer how to use this product correctly and how to get the most benefit for your particular need, like maybe if you had a cat, right? Here's another image and another image. This is the type of image that demands attention on Amazon and creates massive click-throughs, just like these. At the end of the day, for an Amazon shopper, especially on a mobile device, your image is the first impression that they have with your product. They have nothing else to compare it to except for your competitors out there. So why not make your image stand out? Use a service like AMZ One Step for this, and you'll never be sorry. Obvious benefits here, Seth. with better images, you'll spend less on PPC. You'll make a lot more profit. You'll dramatically increase your click-through rate, increase your conversion rate, create more sales, better keyword ranking. Seth, who doesn't want that?
Just like what you said, Sean, with better images, your whole business is better. When you're selling on Amazon, what better representation do you have of your product than your image? There's no way to get that product to sit in their hands. You have to do a good job representing your product. And a rendering is more crisp, it's more clear, it can actually show the inside of your product, show the product in action, and so it's going to create a more engaging experience, and you're going to make more sales. So go to amzonestep.com, have them take a look at your listings, they'll give you a quote. All right, let's jump right into mobile images, which is a subset of our images category here. Up to 49.2% of shoppers, Sean, are using mobile devices to make purchases on Amazon. So your images must be optimized for the mobile experience. You need to meet your customers where they are and not where you're hoping that they are, right? Not where you want them to be. An optimized image shows up well on all devices, including mobile. And an optimized main image gives you a huge edge that increases your keyword ranking over time, and it increases your click-through rate massively on mobile. I'm going to show you exactly how to get this done. So take a look at your main image and make sure that it's 1200 pixels by 1000 pixels and minimize that white space for the largest image on mobile possible. And I'm going to show you the difference in what this looks like here in a moment. It's going to give you more clicks for ranking on Amazon, meaning more sales and more profit, which creates that upward growth spiral that Sean loves. So take a look at these images, and I'm just going to bounce to my favorite one here. If you're scrolling through mobile and you see these same products, you can see that Body Fortress here right in the middle did a great job. It's nice and big. It looks like you're getting more for your money. And if you look at it, it's only 2 pounds. The one below it is 3 pounds. But it doesn't appear that way, does it, Sean? The one in the middle looks amazing, and it grabs your attention, and it feels like there's more value there. So they have a huge advantage. So better mobile images results in better sales on mobile, but here's the thing, this will not lower your desktop conversions. It's going to give you an opportunity to appeal better to that nearly 50% of Amazon shoppers shopping on mobile, and you can dominate those competitors just like I showed you that are using less mobile-friendly images. Go ahead, Sean.
Well, one of the reasons I like this, because this is so simple to implement. I got to get this out of my face. You keep covering me up there. I can't even see it. So one of the reasons I like this, Seth, is because it's easy for us to make a dramatic change in our listing and therefore our conversion rates if we focus on our images. So don't do what we did back in 2014. Just take a photo with your old iPhone 5 and post it and hope that that's good enough. You're probably not going to cut it, especially in that huge and competitive environment of Amazon sellers who are out to eat your lunch. So sticking with the mafia offers and conversions here, that is, Seth, creating an offer that they can't say no to, right, or can't refuse. Let's talk a little bit about pricing, because pricing is important. Most Amazon sellers start with the price that they believe is perfect for their listing without ever testing or optimizing, and then they never test any other price. Most sellers, in fact, leave at least 20% more profits on the table by not price testing. Pricing is a massive lever to use in your Amazon business and should always be split tested to find the quote-unquote sweet spot. Normally, Seth, Amazon sellers get this wrong in a big way. Most likely, you will make way more by either adjusting your price up or in some cases even down. You must test and optimize and never assume that your pricing is right because it's in line with the market. In fact, most of the time, Seth, it's better to be outside of what's considered the normal range of pricing on Amazon. So how do we take advantage of this hack? Amazon used to allow you to move your price around in huge increments that they do now, or bigger increments. This means that you'll have to change your price at a slower rate now, but that's okay. Typically, you do not want to raise your price by more than 10% at one time, and in most cases less. You want to make sure that you do not lose your buy box after you've raised your price. The buy box is normally not impacted when you lower the price, however. If you raise your price too high at one time, you might even lose keyword ranking, so make sure that you monitor that. Most of the time, you're going to want to create a pricing test plan. That is, for example, you want to raise your price just 5% or around there per week for about 5 weeks, and then read the results. Most of the time, going up in price is the correct move, but in some scenarios, you can gain so many more sales if you lower that price, and then you'll make more profit and rank better. Further with price, here's another way to price test. Remember the creative cloning that we talked about earlier. When you create your listing, the very first price that you load into Amazon is what Amazon sets as your baseline. So make sure when you're creating your listing, you start with a high price. Clone your listing just like you did before, Seth, but test at a higher price. Sometimes it's going to be more profitable, but then clone again and test that same product at a lower price just to be sure. Sometimes we find a lower price will create more conversions and higher profits. We've even had scenarios, if you remember, where we've increased price significantly, like from $9.99 all the way to $80, and increased conversions and therefore profits. It's important, Seth, that you try this both ways, both high and low. Here's an example. Price testing can have a dramatic impact on your business, sales, and overall priceability. Most of the time, though, higher prices equal more quality in the consumer's mind. That means that price can be quality, right? Or equal quality. This means that you can literally create more value for your customers, especially in their minds, simply by pricing above the market price range. How did we discover this, Seth?
Yeah, so let me walk you through the clear here example here, Sean. This is one of the favorite examples that I love to go through because it's so extreme. We were actually selling this product. It was a hearing amplifier. People would wear it to hear their TV better or to be able to hear somebody on the phone. We were selling it for $9.99, $10. It was a pretty good business though. We only had to pay about $3 for inventory. Here's the thing, our sales were only 5 units a day, so it wasn't that great. We raised our price because we were trying to see if we could turn this business into something, so we doubled it to $19.99. But here's the thing, our sales doubled. So then we raised it again to $29.99 and our sales doubled again. Then we raised it to $39, $49, $69, and then finally we rested on $79.99. We know that we created more value out of thin air just by raising the price because we had less returns, better reviews, way more profits, and we provided more value to our customers simply by raising the price. And Sean, at that $79.99 price point, we sold 5 times more units per day than we did when we had it at $9.99.
I remember that all too well. And when you tell the story, it almost sounds magical. But what we really learned here, Seth, is that no one on Amazon, except for those 5 people per day who didn't know any better, wanted a cheap hearing amplifier. What they really wanted was a good quality hearing amplifier at a decent price. So the benefits of this are that you can actually create value by increasing your price for your customer. You can even create demand by increasing your price, especially if you're in a category where people want the best, right? Good quality. Quality is often associated with price, isn't it? Even for us consumers who know better, we don't want a cheap hearing amplifier. You don't want a cheap steak. You probably don't want a cheap bottle of wine, right? Getting the right price dramatically increases your profitability. In certain cases, like our hearing amplifier example, the right price not only increases sales, but also increases profits and return on your investment. So stop guessing and get this right. This will make you a lot more profit. Seth?
If you can do one thing to add more profit to your business, it's probably going to be price testing, where you can just move around what you're charging. Because in a lot of cases, if you're looking at like the normal price ranges for a product, it will serve you well to get outside of them. So go and look at who your competitors are and what they're charging. So it could be that your product sells between $15 and $30. Well, you would want to be significantly outside of that range to stand out. So you could be at $10 and give away a product like we showed you earlier that somebody else isn't making affiliate commission. Or you could be at $70 and be way above market, and then customers are going to be drawn to you because you're the premium option in the space. You don't want to be in the middle of that though, because you're just competing dog eat dog style. So let's go on to the next hack here, and it's called bundling. But this is a little bit different than your normal bundle. We're actually going to create a virtual bundle URL to get your product to show up higher, to show up on other high traffic listings in the buy it with, formerly known as the frequently bought together section, and gain a lot of free extra traffic. Here's what this looks like, Sean. It's premium placement on a listing because it's right below the images. It is right there on these high traffic listings. So imagine this is a very popular product. This product sells probably more than 1,000 units a day. So wouldn't you like to be the product showing up in this spot for free on their listing? So with this hack, you can force your listing to show up here on this very valuable real estate on complementary listings to get free traffic back to your listings. So we're going to show you how to force your listing to show up in this buy it with section on Amazon. All you need to do is find a complementary product that has some decent volume, then drive a few sales through this very special virtual bundle link I'm getting ready to show you, and that will force your product into this extremely valuable spot on other sellers' listings. So imagine having dozens of listings pointing free traffic to your product every single day. Here's what you do. All you're going to do is send some traffic through this special link. If you have a list of customers like emails, if you have a Facebook group, if you have a mini chat list, any list of your customers that will buy your product, you can do this easily. All you're going to do is send out a promotion that offers your product at a discount when purchased with this other product that you've identified as a listing you'd want to show up on, and this will create that buy it with relationship in Amazon. This unique URL can bundle your product with another product inside the shopper's Amazon cart. So what will happen is when they click on the special link, your customer is going to be taken to Amazon. They're going to be inside of their shopping cart with both of these products inside of their cart at the same time, and all they have to do is check out. This is amazing. Here's the link structure, but if you don't want to copy this down, then you can just go to helium10.com/gems. This is free. You don't have to have a Helium 10 account. All you have to do is come to this website right now, and you can plug in your product's ASIN along with the complementary target ASIN that you want to show up on, and click generate. This free tool will create a URL that adds both of those products to your customer shopping cart at the same time. This uniquely structured URL can be shared with your email list, your social media followers, your friends and family, any audience that you have to have a couple sales come through this. This is really simple. Here's what it looks like. It's called the Buy Together on Helium 10. All you're going to do is fill this in. And like I said, it's at helium10.com/gems. Sean, let's jump into the benefits here. So you can literally get free traffic from other non-competing listings on Amazon where they're buying the traffic to have it land on their listing, and then you're siphoning off some of that for yourself for free because Amazon rewards products that are frequently bought together with other products. You can create this relationship by bundling them, just like what we showed you. You're going to get more sales at a higher profit because this traffic won't cost you a penny. Here's a bonus tip. If you go out there and look at complementary products that are in your space, if you can find a product that only has 2 buy it with suggestions, and normally there are 3, then that third spot is really easy to take a hold of because there's not a strong link for that third spot yet that Amazon has identified. So it only would take a couple sales to grab that spot. Go ahead, Sean.
That's amazing. I love this hack. There are a couple more we're going to share with you, and then we're going to share a couple of bonus strategies, right? But here's the way I think about this. When you talk about, you compare Walmart or some of these retail establishments, think about your listing as your product on the shelf. When you think about the buy with or bought with, what's it called again?
Buy it with.
Buy it with. Used to be frequently bought together. Think about that as the impulse aisle. Now, how many times have you went into the grocery store to make a purchase, and on the way out, you grab something from the impulse aisle, like maybe some chapstick or some crazy looking candy or overpriced lollipops that you just can't live without? So think about that as the impulse aisle. This is very high value real estate. And when you can create a situation where, like you said, Seth, you're siphoning off some of that traffic that's already there onto your listing for free, what can happen to your business when you have more eyeballs that are already uniquely suited with your product on a complementing product, not a competing product? I love this. So on with conversions of Mafia offers, this hack is called the animated GIF hack. Why? Add an animated GIF. Yes, those animations that we can make for free can actually be added to your listing to attract more attention and therefore increase your click-through rate to boost your sales. You can actually include this GIF in your listing in the video spot, Seth. You can use this special function to show your product in action, to teach your customers how to correctly use your product and create more demand for your product. Now, anytime you can grab more attention, what happens? Your listing is going to win, right? You can use this hack to set yourself apart from other sellers with an animated GIF. We like to use Giphy.com. There are tons out there. If you don't like Giphy, search for your own. What we're really doing here, Seth, is we're taking a short video and we're transforming that into an animated GIF and then swapping it out. Here's how you do it. Upload your short product video to Giphy. Make sure that it's like the sweet spot for me is going to be 4 to 7 seconds. It could be a little longer or a little shorter, but upload that to Giphy, and then you're going to download that file as a GIF file or .gif. That's the file extension when you download the file. All you're going to do is right-click the name and change that file extension to .jpeg or JPG, which allows you to then upload that to your Amazon listing. This is the difference. This is a static image on the top right and then a Giphy created from a short video on the bottom. Which one gets your attention, Seth? Here are the benefits. More attention to your listing, we've heard that before. Higher conversions, yes. More sales, yes, especially if your product is highly demonstrable. That means if a person looks at your product and doesn't automatically know exactly how it works or how it functions, then this animated GIF can do wonders for creating more conversions for you, Seth.
Yeah, this is a great way to increase your conversions really, really easily because you load this right into the video slot on your listing. We had a mistake a minute ago where we said it's going to increase your click-through, but it actually increases your conversion because when a customer lands on your page and they get to see how they can use your product, then they're going to be way more likely to buy it. And actually, Amazon rewards different actions that customers take on your listing. And one of the actions that they reward is time spent on your listing. So the more time you can keep them engaged and the more photos that you can have them cycle through, the more ranking you're actually going to create for your listing. So I love this hack, Sean. Let's jump into the next one. The last one we have in this section is called the Get New Release Badge, and you can get it whenever you'd like. So even if your listing is 3 years old, you can still be the #1 new release on Amazon with this quick hack. So why would you want this? Well, the #1 new release badge demands attention. Customers are trained to respond to listings that are called out or have some special indicator on them, right? So you have, the bestseller badge, you have the new release badge, and it just points to this product being a little bit above the competitors. So customers are more likely to buy it. Amazon offers this to new products that are selling well, of course, but you can influence this with a simple hack. One warning though is that it doesn't work in all categories, but it's so simple that it's definitely worth a try. So how do you do it? All you need to do is change the offer date on the back end of your listing to 1 day before today, and then send a promotion to your customer list, post on social media, have your affiliate marketer send traffic to your listing the next day so you can be the top seller in that category because that's what triggers the badge. So this is easy when you already have a good selling product, and then you can couple this with an aggressive promotion. Or if you're already the #1 seller in your subcategory, then when you do this, you'll automatically get the new release badge if this applies to your category. Here's what this looks like. Obviously, it adds a lot. Sean, what do you think?
I love it. Anytime you can get any of these badges with bestseller or Amazon choice or new release, it does attract more attention because like we talked about before, Seth, as consumers, we're a little bit lazy. We would rather someone else do our research for us. So by seeing this badge, it automatically makes you believe that this is a trusted brand and a trusted listing on Amazon. I know I fall for it almost daily as I'm shopping on Amazon. So if you want to increase the attention that your listing's getting, your click-through rates, and therefore conversions, this is a quick hack that you can use. What are the benefits of having this seller badge?
Yeah, let's jump into that. So obviously you're going to make more sales. You're going to get more organic traffic. You're going to get more exposure. Just like you said, you fall for this every day. I do too. It seems like there's something special about it, doesn't it? You're going to be able to outrank your competitors basically while they're sleeping because this is so simple, and you can repeat this as often as you'd like. This stuff is pretty valuable, isn't it, Sean?
It is, and we're almost to the part where we're going to tell you how to get your questions answered. But real quick, Seth and I have just went through 31 quick hacks together with you, but here's a couple of bonus hacks that you won't find anywhere else. Here's bonus Amazon hack #1. Now I remember the slide that I was supposed to change. That's funny, right? Here's an awesome hack that you can't find anywhere else either. Since today's training will likely send you on a product search and launch frenzy, or at least it should with all this extra hacks, right? We're going to show you how you can gain access to a proprietary monthly report on Walmart.com's bestsellers. These are the top 20 bestsellers every month on every category across Walmart. Seth, remember when we talked about finding opportunities for Amazon by looking outside of Amazon and then bringing that hot product into Amazon's environment where customers are already standing there at the ready with their phones in hand to spend money? This is what one of those reports looks like. So obviously, if you're selling in a category on Amazon, that category also exists on Walmart. So every month you're going to get access to all of these bestsellers so that you can go on this product sourcing and launching frenzy. I'm going to show you how to get that real quick. There's another amazing hack. You want to know where you can design and create inserts like the one that we showed earlier. What do we call this? An attention-getting marketing device. This is real simple, folks. When your marketing device gets attention, hence the name attention-getting marketing device, then you're attracting more customers and therefore more opt-ins, which is profitable for your business. All you need to do is go to redpaperplane.com. Seth, you can go here and order samples for free. Like, I think they'll give you 5 or 6 samples, and then once you find the device that you like, then you can create that or design that specific for your brand to get opt-ins, especially if you're doing this free OPP products. Are you down with OPP? They say, yeah, you know me if you're from the 90s. Have you heard that one?
I have.
We have something even better to share with you right now. I know it's crazy, right? Don't worry, I still have nothing to sell you. This is a no sales pitch zone, Seth, so put your wallet away. There's nothing for sale here. Seth and I have 3 top secret strategies that we've used to hit over $1 million per month within the 18 months of starting our business on Amazon. These strategies, Seth, cannot be shared in rapid fire form like we did here today. They require a little more in-depth view so that you understand it. Now, Seth and I, after selling 17 businesses, we're finally sharing what's allowed us to grow so much faster than all of our peers, aren't we? And one of our friends has taken these exact 3 strategies and turned them into a $2 million per week business on Amazon. Yes, Seth, you read that right, $2 million per week. So if you like today's session, and I know you did, then you're going to absolutely love our top 3 secret strategies because honestly, they're way better, aren't they, Seth?
Yeah, for sure. So this is really, really important. These strategies have never been shared publicly like this, so please do not share the upcoming link with anyone that was not invited to this training. If you do, you know what will happen. It will likely show up in some Facebook group, and you know what happens to a strategy when everybody gets a hold of it and everybody's doing it. We just talked about this. So we're only going to share these top 3 strategies one time, and then we will be deleting that replay soon after. So here's what we plan to do, Sean. We are going to allow you to join us for a complete walkthrough of our 3 best strategies live so you can implement these immediately. And like you said, this won't be rapid fire style that we use today. This will be an in-depth look with an over-the-shoulder feel to it because you need to know exactly how to implement these into your business. Granted, you won't be able to implement in real time, but you'll walk away knowing exactly how you can apply these secrets to your business. Sean?
Well, I don't know about you, Seth, but when you talk about sharing 3 more strategies in depth with an over-the-shoulder feel, to me, I can't wait to get involved in that. How about you? Does that sound like something you get involved in? Sound fair enough to you, Seth?
Fair enough.
I think so. So here's what you need to do right now. Get your phone out, open it up, open the camera app right now. I mean, come on now. I can't see you, but I'm pretending I can. Let me see your phone. Hold it up. You got your phone? I know it's in your pocket. Open the camera app and scan this QR code. When you do this, you're going to get exclusive access to this one-time live secret seller session. Like Seth said, we're only going to share this one time and you won't be able to access this later. So do this right now. You'll get access to our live 3 secret strategy training with full in-depth walkthroughs. And you know what? It gets even better. Scan the QR code or go to pppro.co/3. That's pppro.co/3. We're doing this live training, Seth, again on June 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern. Now, if you like to read or listen, I'm also going to send you a free physical copy of the book that Seth and I just released a few months ago, also known as Private Label Millionaire Secrets. Here, hold that so folks can see it. We're going to ship you a physical copy. Or if you're an audiobook lover like Seth is, he would rather listen than read. Maybe I'll read you a story later. I'll send you a coupon so that you can go to Audible and download this book 100% free. There's no strings, folks. None at all. This is all give. Remember, you can go buy the book if you want. That's not what I'm saying. I'm going to give it to you for free when you go to pppro.co, pppro.co/3. Slow down a little bit. We documented our journey of building 53 private label brands creating millions in profits and even more in exit payouts. And it's all spelled out for you in this book, along with some of the strategies we shared today and other hacks, right, Seth? This is your only chance, okay? This is the only chance that you're going to get to join us to see these three major strategies. You definitely don't want your competition to have these three major advantages on you and you miss out, right? So go to the URL below or scan the QR code right now while we open up for questions. We're going to show you how to get your questions answered. Open your phone, scan the QR code, follow the link, or simply go to, let me slow down, ppro.co/3, and we'll see you live for these 3 secret trainings, right? These strategies on June 29th at 2 p.m. Seth, tell them what they're going to get.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the 3 most powerful strategies and the most profitable strategies that we've never shared publicly in this way. And it's going to be in an in-depth walkthrough with everything that you need to know to get this implemented into your business. You're going to have actionable checklists that you're going to come away with, what we're going to be sharing is going to generate tons of free traffic to increase your sales. It's the #1 way to gain immediate keyword ranking, solve inventory issues forever, dramatically increase your profitability. And like I said before, we've never ever shared these secrets like this. And we're only going to do this once and then we're going to delete it because we don't want these circulating around. Sean?
I can't stress enough how important this is. If you want to move your business forward, if you enjoyed what we've already shared with you today over the last 2 hours or so, then you're going to love these strategies. It's not rapid fire. We're going to slow down. It's an over-the-shoulder view of us creating these strategies and showing you exactly how to implement this into your business. Seth, I don't know about you, but if I go back to 2013, 14, I would have given an eye tooth to have someone show me these strategies, wouldn't you? I would have paid for it. We're doing it 100% free because we love you and we want to support your business. And honestly, we love to share and watch you grow your business using the strategies that are time-tested that we've created and written in our book, Private Label Millionaire Secrets. Do it right now before you forget. This is your only chance. If you miss this, you're not going to get this opportunity again. And like Seth told you, we're going to actually delete this when it's all said and done. Now, Seth, how do we get our questions answered? What we want you to do, we want you to create an email with the subject line 31 Hacks Webinar. 31 as in 31, 31 Hacks Webinar as a subject line, questions. So 31 Hacks Webinar question, and then send that email with the question to CS, Charlie Sierra, CS for customer support at postpurchasepro.com. CS at postpurchasepro.com with the subject line 31 Hacks Webinar question. Seth?
Yeah, so like Sean said, if you had any questions about any of the hacks, we're happy to help you or help answer any of those. And then in the upcoming training that we're going to be doing, it's going to be the culmination of what we learned after launching more than 1,000 products since 2014. Sean and I have been in the game full time since 2014, building over 53 brands. And there are basically 3 things that we figured out that is never going to be in a seller course. You're never going to hear this anywhere else on YouTube or wherever. These are things that we actually experience in our business that you will not see anywhere else. So if you want to know what we learned after making millions and millions in sales and boiled it down to the 3 most powerful strategies, Sean, then you got to be with us live. When you scan this QR code or you visit that URL, we're also going to give you access to those top 20 Walmart products every single month. You're going to be added to that. And also, you're going to be given the slide deck from today's show. So, Sean, let's wrap this up.
Right. So scan the QR code or go to pppro.co/3 right now. Get registered for this next call. You're definitely going to want to be there early. Today's call maxed out. GoToWebinar allows 1,000 attendees. I don't know if you know this or not, but we had 1,123. That's why we had to record this replay for you today. So when you go to this URL, you're going to register for that call, and then the next screen is going to show you how you can watch this replay again if you want to see it again. I know it was rapid fire, right? And you're also going to be able to download those slides in PDF format so that you can show a business partner or a significant other, your attorney, your preacher, or whatever you want to do. So do it now while it's fresh on your mind. We will alert you via email from time to time, but it's best to get this done right now before you forget about it, because Seth, when it's full, it's full. And don't be on the outside looking in while your competitors are gaining these 3 advantages over you. We hope to see you there live June 29th, Seth. thank you. And thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this important video and these 31 hacks. I can't wait to do it again. Take care.